Alright guys and gals, we are going to take some cuttings that I took off one of my trees about 5 or 6 months ago. I'm pretty sure they have roots, and we're going to put them in little pots. Just get them out of these ugly little pots right here. I'm not a fan of how these look, and as long as the root system can sustain the foliage that's grown, we'll leave it that way. Here are a couple of the pots that I'm going to use for these little cuttings. I think they look nice. I'm outside because I have to sift the soil. I don't want to sift it in the garage. I think I have enough in here to do those little pots. It's the 1:1 ratio, akadama, lava rock, and pumice. They say don't grow cuttings in it, or your young trees, but I've had nothing but great experiences growing mine in this mix. So that's kind of what I do. Alright, now I have the soil sifted enough anyway. I'm not going to sit out there and do it for a while. I'm trying to do this on a fly. On the fly, we have some storms coming in, and I'm going to have to move all the trees off the benches and bring them down to the ground so they don't take a spill. But yeah, these pots, I'm going to use these. Thought they were kind of cool. Got them fairly cheap on Amazon. Some screens. Put the screens in the bottom of these. I'm gonna use some old wire. I'm gonna use some pliers, straighten it out. I refuse to use fresh wire on stuff like this. For one, it's not cheap. For two, I have entirely too many trees to be wasting wire. So that's kind of where we're at. We're gonna pot these up and see what they look like in these new pots. Second one is ready. This strainer, colander, I think my wife calls it. I'm almost 100% sure I stole it from her. Took it without asking, and it's one of the best tools I have. It's awesome. Right here, I'm just gonna take a couple pair of pliers, pinch both ends, straighten them out just a little bit. Do this with both of them. Use the wire to hold the screens in because they could shift, and if they shift, all of your soil will fall out. We don't want the soil falling out. Just get it in. Put your tabs like that. This is how it should look. Take some cutters. And there you have it. It's ready for a tree. And now to start off, I'm going to take a little bit of soil, my soil mix, akadama, lava rock, and pumice. I'm going to put it in the bottom of both these pots, just to start with. And we're going to work our trees out of the pot that they're in. And separate them. And there you have it. There's one. into, these are tiger bark ficus is what they call them, microcarpa, I believe. I have a windswept tree, or it's becoming a windswept tree, and I've had it for a couple of years. That is the tree that these came from. These came off of that one. All right, set it in there, and you're gonna look. This is it. This is them. And their new little pots. Now I wrap wire around them not only to give them shape, but it also helps protect them. You know, a bunch of kids, a couple cats, anything can happen and it'll knock them, you know, out of where they were growing, which can set them back, and it's just kind of a security blanket. But that's pretty much it. After this, you take them outside, you water them. You want to water them until the water comes out clean out the bottom. Your first watering is the most important. Now we'll be putting sphagnum moss. We'll be mixing live moss with sphagnum moss, cutting it all up and putting it on top of these pots because they're so small. They will dry out really fast, and if you're like me and you have a long day at work, you can't get there, it could save your trees. But anyway, y'all have a good one.